This morning we are in a place called Ekibastuz. Apologies for the pronunciation. I guarantee Ekibastuz. I can guarantee it's not very great. My foreign language skills unfortunately aren't the best. However, we are at this beautiful location with a lake, and the railway line is just there. We're waiting for a type of Soviet diesel locomotive called a 2TE10M, which they date back to the 70s and 80s. Very loud twin section diesel loco, and they're basically being used here for conveying coal from the mines, coal rakes, to Ekibastuz 2, which is where the yard where these rakes of coal go then onwards to Kazakhstan and Russia with mainline locos. So yeah, it's a very interesting location, so we'll just have to wait and see what turns up. Hello.
Yeah, hello again.
From Ekibastuz.
Yeah, Ekibastuz.
That's the one. In Kazakhstan, it's between Astana and Pavlodar. It's basically
It's Pavlodar Oblast region.
Yeah, it's basically a town of about 120,000 people, with some of the I believe the biggest coal mine, open pit mine in the world. So that's quite cool.
So after Almaty, we went to Pavlodar. We're quite excited to see trains, to see what's going on around, maybe to film something for the vlog.
Yeah, it looks quite a nice city, so we're quite excited about that.
Yeah, but the first day, we've got quite a shit situation, so to say, and it really quite affected me and Richard. And yeah, I'll let you to explain a little bit.
Yeah, so we started off the Pavlodar day by arriving on the train about 2 o'clock. We went to the apartment, and then we thought, the apartment's near a depot, so we'll go to the depot. This bit was great. We went to the depot, we got invited in, got shown in some brand new TEM-9 locomotives that were built in Russia this year, TTTS service. So that was nice to see them. And then we thought we'd check out a spot maybe we'd do in the following morning. So when we got there, unfortunately, this guy approached us, basically gibbering absolute rubbish about how we were hiding drugs in this area. Unfortunately, the area was maybe a bit dodgy. I'll let you explain maybe a bit about that.
Well, yeah, if you're from Russia, from like post-Soviet countries, you might know that garages, like blocks or whatever you call them, like basically garages area, is quite dodgy, and you wouldn't want to maybe hang around there for a long time. You basically just walk through and just go somewhere to the busy street or something. Yeah, so I tend to say often about places that it's dodgy, so maybe I should have explained to Richard that I feel like it's not safe, basically, and we shouldn't proceed exploring. So yeah, we've got that absolutely dodgy looking guy who was just going on and on about that we're hiding drugs, asking us to sort it out at this spot because he's going to ring police, and yeah.
Really crazy guy, basically. I mean, he didn't harm us, thankfully. He didn't put his hands on us, but he was going on about this. I mean, obviously, in this situation, I have no idea what's going on. I was getting a bit worried because he could be saying anything. Elena's not translating this really to me.
Yeah, because I tried to talk to that idiot.
Yeah, this absolutely.
And I got really scared at the same time, scared for us. And yeah, basically we started to run from him and just went to the busy streets, sort of busy.
Yeah, we tried to get to a busy area where there was other people to try and deter him, but he was so insistent, he just kept following us. By this point we kind of realised that maybe he wasn't going to hurt us, but he just wasn't going to leave us alone, so we ended up calling the police, which they arrived quite quickly after 10 minutes. They basically asked what was going on. He then tried to run away, which they caught him, and then we all went down to the police station, where basically they realised we weren't doing anything bad and that this guy had been harassing us. And it was basically dropped at that point. The guy was made to apologise to us because basically for us to take it any further, it would have been quite a lengthy process, I believe.
Mean, police was absolutely fine to us. They didn't seem like they were suspicious about us. No, they were absolutely fine. And the main guy at the police department, I'm sure he knew that.
Yeah, he definitely
person.
knew
It's
that
not
guy.
The first time.
So this is someone who was known to them to be probably. I mean, and we think this guy was on either alcohol or drugs of some sort. We think this guy.
Well, he was really passionate about us giving him drugs. So.
Yeah. We think this guy was a druggie who wanted some drugs, who thought he could get some drugs out of us. Which obviously this isn't a true representation of Kazakhstan. We unfortunately went to an area that maybe is a bit dodgy, and maybe we got unlucky. I mean, the area that we went to is a known place to take photos of trains. I've seen photos from there before, so I think we had quite bad luck that day. However, the main thing is we're both fine, we're both alright, a little shaken up, and now we're maybe a little more wary of where we go. But the main thing is we are fine. So like where we are today is totally fine. We're just by a bit of a lake, and it's further out the city, so people like that wouldn't be coming to these areas. It's usually within city areas, you know, an area that's more secluded within the city where I think this sort of thing is going to happen. And it could happen in any country as well. It's definitely not a bad, you know, a true representation of Kazakhstan. You know, we've had, for one bad incident, we've had, you know, 100 great great encounters with people where they've been friendly, so welcoming. So yeah, it's really lovely to see that Kazakhstan is not all like that. But yeah, this is the sort of thing that unfortunately can happen occasionally. With train spotting, you might end up in a bad area and not realise until it's too late, because this guy just popped out of nowhere, so we didn't really have much time to react or to avoid it. So if you can hear me over the wind, we're just walking to a new spot. It's about 1 kilometre or so to walk. Not particularly footpath roads either. It's more, these are more roads going to the coal mine and going to industrial areas. See a classic Soviet truck going past. They're probably wondering what the hell we're doing, but hey ho. But yeah, this is the kind of thing we end up doing, properly off the beaten track in Kazakhstan. And we're just wondering what's behind this fenced area, because there's a fence all the way around these things, and I'm not sure if maybe it's some sort of historic site, old cemetery even. We're not quite sure, so I think we might either look into that, or if one of you guys has a bit more maybe knowledge about that. Elena's just said it's a cemetery. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It looks quite an old one though. But yeah, if anyone knows any more about this sort of thing, please do let us know. So we've reached our next spot, which is absolutely lovely scenery. The railway snaking along here. You've got some form of plant over there, maybe a power station. Not 100% sure, but yeah, it's absolutely lovely up here. You've got the lakes either side of the railway as well. So now we just have to wait and hope for a train in the next couple of hours going the correct way, and that will be a lovely job. Yeah, just sat up here admiring the landscape, a very, very industrial landscape as well. Unfortunately, the area where we are, it seems to be a bit of a dumping ground for rubbish. However, when the view is that, you can somewhat deal with it. So to get here this morning, as it is a little bit of the way out the city, so we started off basically down over there, which the city is over yonder, over there. So to get here, we got a taxi, which are not expensive. We paid about just under £3, maybe $3-4. Yeah, it was 1,500 Kazakh tenge, which is not a lot of money, given it took 20 minutes to get here. The first taxi that turned up, he spent 5 minutes basically trying to work out where we wanted to be, because obviously, you know, we're being dropped off in an area probably where normally people don't get dropped off. Yeah, and he gave up. He didn't seem particularly the most switched on guy, unfortunately.
The one even before, they gave me a ring asking where we're going.
Oh yeah.
So just follow the pin, follow the map. She was like, but where are you going? Do you know where it is? I said, follow the pin and follow the map. And he just ended the call.
Yeah, but yeah, they have a taxi app here where you put your start and a finish point in. So you'd think it'd be pretty straightforward that, you know, you just drive to the pin, but apparently this seemed quite difficult. So the second taxi, yeah, he gave up. Not too sure why, but he just gave up. The third taxi we got in brought us there, but he started going the wrong way. He got confused again. I don't know why he didn't just follow the directions the app gave, but...
And he asked for more money, to what I said, look dude, yesterday we got dropped off for 500 tenge, so let's just keep the price.
Yeah, so, but we got here for just under £3. Yeah, he was a decent guy. We got dropped off, and yeah, last night we ended up hitchhiking back, and this really friendly couple wouldn't take any money. We were going to offer them some money, but they just wouldn't take any money, so that was really nice of them. People here are very quick to stop for people on the side of the road. While we were walking to the second spot as well this afternoon, people did stop on the road and ask if we wanted a lift. So that's really nice for people take the time out of the day to check on you. So yeah.
Hopefully we will succeed with the next round of hitchhiking, and hopefully we won't forget to maybe vlog something for you.
Yeah, we don't want to make people in the cars, uncomfortable by pulling out a phone and starting chatting away, but I think in time maybe a bit more confidence will come, and we'll maybe do some. But yeah, it's quite an interesting way of getting around, and it's quite handy as well that you can literally stick your hand out at the side of the road, and within a couple of minutes a car will have stopped, and they'll, either for a bit of money, or even if you get lucky, they'll won't charge you and they'll take you somewhere, whether it be directly to your destination or just back to the city. It's a good lot of options to have here, especially as there's no direct public transport out to these places, and hiring a car would cost a lot more money, so it's really good.
Hello again. I'm not sure where to start from, but I think I'd like to share my views and thoughts on our kind of traveling. I can't say I'm the most adventurous kind of person. I'm more of a couch potato. I like to take things easy, in a comfortable way. Yes. So it's different kind of experience for me, but I enjoy it. I get tired. I complain sometimes. I might not be the easiest kind of person with that, but I try to go out of my comfort zone, because that's what we need to do really in life, to experience more things, to I don't know, maybe even overcome our fears and worries. So yeah, I try my best. Hopefully in time I will stop complaining, because even now I kind of gave up and stopped complaining about being dusty, dirty, and so on and so forth. So that's an achievement for me, really. Yeah, I'm kind of like, okay, I'll wash myself when I get back to the hotel. Yeah, that's how it is. now it's not 3 a.m. It's nearly 4 a.m. and we're at Ekibastuz train station, and we're going to catch a train to Astana. Richard, please be careful. Yeah, Richard is off to take a picture of a train. He saw the train like multiple times, but different location, you know, different background and stuff. Yeah, I feel incredibly sleepy, and I feel like I need a good rest at the hotel. So yeah, we'll see you later.